The issues pretty much remain the same in my district. We're wanting to make sure that we can bring some completion to I-49 in that area. The I-49 interconnected through the city, we think, will do some great things for the area. We know that it's an issue of funding, but we also know that with COVID in 2020, that slowed down a lot of the progress. So we want to try to make sure that we go back and deal with that conversation. We also wanted to make sure that employment stays, at a level hopefully higher than what it is presently right now. In order for that to happen, we need to try to make sure that our gaming institutions had to lay a lot of people off. We hope that all of those people could get back to work, and we're certainly hoping that the economy will help that to happen, as well as our medical school, once again, in our hospital in that area. Those are major economic generators for us in my district, and we just want to make sure that stability remains there. We were able to come through this budget session, unscathed, so to speak, but, we don't know what the future may hold, but, those are some of the things that work very well in our district. It keeps people employed. Then the transportation part, we think that would be a big part of repopulating some areas locally in the city, not just the interconnect as transportation, but to be able to come around that and repopulate that area, because we've had a fall off in population, and it's very concerning. I think it's very important that we continue to look at the two main things that seems to require money, one of which is education in this state. And that's everything from TOPS to making sure that money is available in our colleges and our universities. I certainly would like to see us continue to look at teacher pay raises, what we can do in that area in order to keep good teachers here and keep them in the classrooms. We had some good progress in the area of helping some of our senior citizens through Council on Aging, being able to put more monies into those programs. Like I say, I'm hoping that will not be a chilling effect on trying to help some of those programs as we move forward. Of course, the other area is healthcare. We had Medicaid expansion in this state. I think it did help out a great deal, but we need to make sure that people have access to healthcare. And hopefully, some of the formulas that we've been putting forward through our budget is something we will be able to continue to do to make sure that access to health care is there for individuals, but the providers are also being treated fairly and being paid fairly. I think this virus has showed us just how needed it is. And, we weren't pushed to the limit like some states with hospitalization as a result of COVID, but we came to a tipping point in some areas of the state. And I think now we need to make sure that infrastructure is there and that we're able to respond. Hopefully, we won't see anything like COVID again, but we need to be able to make sure that we can respond in times of crisis for hospitalization for our citizens here, and to make sure that everybody has some degree of access to adequate health care. On the education side, I think we've been making some good progress. I really do. We've been able to keep TOPS. That's a promise we made to students that work very hard, make good grades, and want to be able to go to college. So far, we've never had to go in there and just really reduce it, We may have to look at some of the eligibility issues, but I'm hoping that we can continue to invest in our students, and hopefully by doing that, many of them will remain here and invest themselves in Louisiana, not get a good education and take it somewhere else. Yeah, I think we are moving in the right direction with workforce development. I would like to see a closer working relationship with our workforce development and what we do here in the capital, with our technical schools and technical colleges, trying to make sure that this come together. And just like you said, everyone is not necessarily cut out for that full-year degree, but people need to be able to make money with their hands too. I notice in my area, we've had a lot of manufacturing and industrial jobs and plants to shut down. And those jobs were providing people with a good salary and very good benefits, although they may not have had a four-year education. They was able to make money with their hands. I hope that we will not depart from trying to make sure that we have jobs available for that sector. What we're trying to do there in the Shreveport area, North Louisiana area, along with I-49 and the construction jobs that goes along with it, we do have a plan to come in and start trying to repopulate areas there. That part of the state has lost a lot of population, and there may be a lot of reasons for it. But we want to try to do some things that will bring people back into the area, not temporarily, but hopefully they could bring them back to stay. And a lot of it has to do with housing and quality of life issues that we need to address through a repopulation plan. When we talk about repopulating, we are talking about bringing back homes and subdivisions and doing things like that in a quality way. And certainly we cannot do that. We'll not be able to accomplish that without the help of our realtors in the area. And we certainly appreciate the realtors, not only within their profession, but what they invest in the community through the entrepreneurship and other things that they do. So many people are able to go get, their license in real estate, and real estate sales is something that can really lift people out of poverty. They get the license, they learn how to do that, and it's a great occupation, and you just have a lot of opportunities in that area. So we certainly appreciate what our realtors do for us.